Alright, what's going on, guys? So today we're going to be doing a range test. So I have the 249 gram batteries. So basically this one comes with the DJI Mini 4 Pro, and then this is the DJI Mini 3 Pro Intelligent Flight Battery Plus. So this one, when you put it in the drone, weighs 290 grams, and then this one weighs 248. So let's go ahead. We've already done this once before. People were upset that I didn't go 9,000 million feet with the DJI Mini 4 Pro.
Takeoff. Home point updated.
All right, let's go ahead. Start the recording. We are going to get up to 300 feet. Get a little bit higher. All right, so 364 feet. We are doing this. We have it in normals. We are currently at 22 miles an hour. Currently at ISO 400, 4K 30. We have a 256 ND filter on there. So an ND 256. Now, last time I did this, people were upset that I didn't get 700 million feet away with the Mini 4 Pro, which I don't necessarily understand. The reason why I'm doing this at my house is, number one, because I want to see how it is in like an urban or a rural environment. And number two is most people aren't going to be flying this 4,000 feet away, 5,000 feet away every single day. So this is really just to compare the Mini 3 Pro Intelligent Flight Battery Plus to the one that comes standard with the DJI Mini 4 Pro. I know that there are other YouTubers and people that have done, you know,
Max altitude reached.
20,000 kilometers or whatever, which is cool, but, you know, in the USA, you're not really necessarily supposed to go that far. It's supposed to be in visual line of sight. This is for research purposes only. And last time people were like, oh, well, you weren't facing the drone. It's like, no, I am facing the drone pretty well. I mean, I haven't really shifted my position to where the drone is. I thought about getting on my roof, but honestly, I don't think that that's going to really help. So I am pointed towards the drone. The problem with this last time is there's a lot of things that are in my way, including trees, telephone poles, and other houses. So we're going to see how far we can push this time. We are currently at 5,500 feet. We already have red bar signal from the RC to the drone. The antennas are here. So the only thing I can really do is point it out that way. There's really not too much else that I can do with this. So we're more than likely going to go ahead and speed ramp this to the point to where the drone stops, and then I have to return home. So, all right, we just got a clear 4-bar signal on the RC. We're at 66. We got 3 bars. It is currently yellow. In Florida, there isn't really a whole lot of like big drop-offs because Florida's pretty flat. So I don't necessarily have an option to do this on like a really flat ground. We've already hit a mile.
Max altitude reached.
Thanks, Siri. All right, so we're about 5 minutes in, 8,600 feet right now. We still have 1 red bar. We have a total of about 15 minutes of flight time left, 71% battery, 27 satellites, and my RC signal is blinking red. Last time we got to 10,500 feet, so that was pretty much almost 2 miles, or at around 2 miles. I honestly thought about getting on my roof to see if this would help with the signal connection, but being an extra 7 feet or 8 feet off the ground, I don't think it's really going to make a huge difference. We still have pretty good signal. We're at 387 feet in height. Moving at 19 miles an hour. We're at 10,100 feet away, which is a mile is 5,280. So I mean, we've already exceeded what we did originally. I'm going to try to push this as far as I possibly can. I mean, basically, once the feed starts to really cut out, then we're going to return home because at that point, I consider that an unsafe flight. I don't really want to have to go and move into somebody's backyard or knock on somebody's door and be like, hey, my drone's in your yard. So 12,000 feet away at the moment. All right, RC signal lost, 12,666. All right, and hopefully this returns home.
Return to home.
I was really sweating it right there. Honestly, I didn't know if that was going to return home or not. All right, well, we're doing a return to home. We got 12,000 feet, 12,666. So 12,666 feet. That's pretty good. All right, this is the, I don't know if you can see it, it says it on there, I think. So this is the Intelligent Flight Plus battery. Got a full charge on that guy. Let's go ahead. All right, so we got the Intelligent Flight Plus battery in there right now.
Updated.
We got 22 satellites, screen recording. We'll go ahead and do another screen recording right now. All right, we are recording. We're at 1 minute right now on that. So just give it a little sync.
Takeoff. Home point updated.
All right, let's try this again. Getting up to
Max altitude reached.
all right, we got 27 satellites, 26, we're at 93%. We have a 30-minute and 23 second flight range. We got full bars on the RC. And try to keep this pointed towards the drone at all cost. So we got 12,000. 12,666 feet with the regular battery. We'll see how far we can get with this one. Hopefully, I don't have another drop in signal and RC loss, because that was scary. And I don't necessarily want to lose this drone, because I just bought it. So we're going to go ahead and speed ramp this up a little bit, and we'll see you on the return home. Now, I will say this, people were upset, like I said last time, because I didn't fly it, 15,000 or 20,000 feet. I didn't get the 20 miles of range that DJI claims. Well, like I mentioned, we're doing this in an environment where I think 90% of everybody is going to buy this drone and fly it around your house, probably in a subdivision, or, I mean, if you're like me and you live out in the woods, you're probably going to be flying it around the woods. There are a lot of trees in the way. There are a lot of houses. There are a lot of telephone poles and electricity lines. So all of that causes interference. If I'm being 100% honest, you're gonna run into this issue no matter where you fly it, unless you have clear, absolutely no trees, no houses, no telephone poles, no electricity wires. You got flat land that drops down, so you got a clear signal from the drone to the controller at all times. This is one of those range tests where you're going to be flying it around your house, and you're not going to have that stability. So we're already at 6,400 feet. We're at 391 feet. We have 26 satellites, 81% battery, and we have a flashing red RC signal. I mean, there really isn't too much more that I can do to make this drone connect better at this point. Unless I had absolutely zero obstructions in my way for this drone range test. And I'm already pretty much maxed out at the height that I can fly at, so. I mean, I will say this much though, for being almost 2 miles away, I'm getting some pretty good signal, especially on the feed at least, even with which looks like I have absolutely no signal from the RC to the drone, but I'm still getting pretty clear feed. I mean, it's not dropping out at the moment. And I'm still able to see where I'm going and where I'm flying, so. Still got 26 battery percent. Hold it up like Simba, maybe. I don't know if that's gonna work really. I mean, honestly, there's really not a whole lot that I can do that's gonna make this connect and fly further than it already has. So there's that. I don't know if you guys can really see this. I mean, obviously screen recording and stuff, but 1,100 feet pretty much. So we're almost to the point where we got to last time. Now, in theory, if you had clear, no obstructions with this battery, I mean, you probably could easily get 5 miles, 4 miles, something like that. I know Chris the Drone Geek, he did his flight review and he got 4,000 miles, or 4,000 miles. He got like 4 miles with his, pretty much. So, I mean, that's pretty good. All right, we're coming up to the point of no return. We're almost at the same distance that we lost connection with last time. So we're at 12,300. And no signal. Still going though. No. Still flying. Yeah, lost signal. Confirm. Return to home. So that's pretty much it. I mean, I got that far from the home point with that drone. I almost got to this road, which is about 3 miles away. And hopefully the drone returns home, because if not, that's pretty sketchy.
Return to home.
All right, so with that being said, for the range test, equally got about the same distance with both batteries. Obviously, the Intelligent Plus battery, you can get a lot better range, but it also makes you have to technically register the drone because it's over the 250 gram rule. And really, I mean, we didn't get much better than the battery that comes with the Mini 4 Pro. So there's that. If I had an area where I could go that had no obstructions, that had no trees, that had no houses, no telephone poles, no electric wires, then maybe we might have gotten further. But like I said, I basically wanted to do this range test to compare the two batteries and see if you actually got better range or if they're the same. I basically just wanted to see if you got better range from either of the batteries, or if they were about the same, which they were about the same. I mean, I pretty much got almost the exact same distance between both of them. The only problem with the Intelligent Plus battery is it makes you have to register the drone, because it in fact weighs 290 grams with that battery inserted. So with that being said, I don't necessarily think that having the Plus battery is an option to where it's going to make the drone fly further. And number one. Number two, like I said, I mean, if I had an area where I could fly where there was no obstructions, if I had an area where I could fly where there was no obstructions, no houses, trees, telephone poles, telephone wires, cable wires, no electric wires, electricity, you know, stuff like that, because that all plays a huge factor into the positioning of the drone, number one. And then number two, also at the same time, we're going to pause this real quick. I saw this house on the last one and I want to take a picture of it. So that's pretty much it. I mean, honestly, like I said, there really isn't, I think, owning the Intelligent Plus battery doesn't make your drone fly any further, and also causes the weight of the drone to exceed the 250 gram rule. So if you're trying to fly without registering the drone, then I would just stick with the Mini 4 Pro Plus batteries. You get about the same range, flight time is decreased a little bit, but in all honesty, I don't think it's worth the 120 bucks or whatever you paid for the Plus battery, because unless you have absolutely clear line of sight, no trees, no houses, no telephone poles or wires, no electricity wires, then honestly, I mean, you're going to get the same range regardless. So there's that. Anyways, if you guys like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, give it a like. If you didn't like this,
Return to home.
also give it a thumbs up. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit all the buttons. I'm Jordan, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.